Right, right, right. Okay. Now, uh, some person said I said the picture with the broken off legs wasn't Kayan. Okay. If you watch the video, a better look, a deeper look at the Book of Jasher, or a better look at the Book of Jasher. I said in that video, the statue that they have of this man named Kayan, and when we opened up in the Book of Jasher, talking about a man named Raikayan. And I said, you will not find a pharaoh. Once you take a look into Raikayan, you'll find out that Raikayan was a Hyksos, okay? You won't find a pharaoh named Raikayan written like that, but you will find one named Kayan, okay? And Kayan, his name was Susarin Ray Kayan. I said that statue isn't his statue. How do I know it's not his statue? Because he's a Hyksos. Hyksos was invaders. They didn't build anything. If anything, they came in there and I said that picture, look at the screen. I said that picture that's on the screen, they probably knocked the head off of it and they wrote their name on top of it. Why is that so hard to believe? A cartouche, when you look up what a cartouche is, it's the way they wrote their names and put a circle around it. That's what a cartouche is. So they knocked the person's identity off, whoever it was, and put their name on a cartouche. Why do people find that hard to believe? Hyksos were white people. This is what white people are known for doing. Going into people's lands, taking their stuff, stealing their stuff. Don't forget, white people was called the barbarians, the barbaric people. They was also called the Vandals, who vandalizes things. Who has a problem with what I'm saying, man? I'm stating facts. Now, listen. Now, what was the point of me doing the video, a better look at the Book of Jasher? I wanted to show that Abraham, or Abram, listen. I wanted to show that Abram or Abraham was a Hyksos. And a Hyksos, listen. The Hyksos is these people that got expelled out of Egypt. That when these Caucasian or these Caucasoids or these troglodytes who was unlearned retranslated your Bible, they made them the people of God, which y'all choose to call, you know the name, these special so-called people of God. Now, you got some people who call themselves these people, and you got black people who think they are these people.
Oh my goodness.
You love these Hyksos Caucasoid people, but you hate the people who ran them out of there. And they were the Egyptians. The only reason you hate them because you believe the way they translated that book. Now, like I said, the creator of the universe is here. Pay attention. Listen. I did that so I could show that Abraham was a Hyksos, called Raikayan in the Book of Jasher. But when you look it up, you can't find him. You will find Susarin Ray Kayan, or Kayan, okay? Who was an Aryan, a Caucasian, who was interjected in history, watch, at the beginning with Osiris. They would say, well, what do that mean, anything? Well, they had to interject themselves into history with Osiris, because when you talked about Egypt or you talked about Africa, Osiris was the first. And whether we all see eye to eye or not, black people, listen. Osiris is the beginning of African spirituality, whether you know that or not. We don't know that because they took that from us and gave us Jesus, a white, pasty, buttermilk, blue-eyed demon. That's who they gave you. But true African spirituality starts out with somebody named Osiris. Okay? So these Hyksos, these white people, these Caucasians, when they know that, when they translated this book, you go to the book of Jasher, they interjected it themselves by a man named Raikayan. They made it seem as Osiris gave him some validity. Listen, man. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. At the beginning with Osiris. So a man named Kayan, who was Aryan, a Caucasian, who interjected himself into history at the beginning with Osiris, this white man. Listen, because when you look at the word Kayan, Kayan means king, Yan means universe. So this white man made himself king of the universe. Oh my goodness. Listen. Has crowned himself the father of many nations. So this Kayan becomes who you call Abram, Kayan, Abraham, Kayan, Abraham, Kayan, Abraham, father of many nations. Listen, many nations. Abraham becomes the father of Judaism. Abraham becomes the father of Christianity. Abraham becomes the father of Islam. All nations. Kayan also means the father or the king of the universe. So this Hyksos, Abraham, this white man, is king of the whole universe because all nations, all people reverence Abraham, who ain't nobody but a Hyksos, a Caucasian or white person that y'all don't even know. Listen. This white man has crowned himself the father of many nations, and y'all know who that is. By beguiling followers of Islam, Christianity, and Judaism, and to make his name known, that they even, to add insult to injury, they even made himself known by adding, because his name was Abram, right? His name was Kayan, right? And then they had added Ham. Over here is Han, Kaihan. It's Ham. Listen, man. I told you the creator here, you will never find nobody on the internet saying what I'm saying. I'm not copying or repeating anybody. I'm saying exactly what the creator is telling me to say. And by the time y'all figure it out, I'm going to be gone. Listen. Now, to add insult to injury, they made this Abraham or Abram. Abraham. Ham means color, black people. All the Hamites, however you want to say it, were all Africans. Well, if there was a man who actually name was Noah, and no, it won't no man named Noah. Get it? No, it won't nobody named Noah. If he did have 3 sons, they all had to be black idiots. Now, to add insult to injury, this Abram added Ham to his name to let you know that he was Lord over the blacks. This is a Hyksos. That's the way they wrote it. So Abram became Abraham. He was Lord over the blacks, the father of all nations. This is the king of the universe, white person, Kayan. And that's why they had to show him talking to Osiris, and Osiris saying, hey, man, your name ain't Raikon more. Now your name is going to be the king. Your name is going to be the pharaoh. Think about it. Read the story. Kayan started out trying to sell vegetables. What is Osiris else known for? Osiris is known as the Lord of Vegetation. Green. Well, Kayan tried to sell vegetables. It didn't work. He got robbed. Fell off. What else is Osiris known for? Osiris is known for the Lord of the Dead. And let me give some clarity to you slow people of color who don't know that. So, God is the God of the living. Listen, when they call him the God of the dead, it just means he was the God of the resurrection. That's what it means. Go on my page and look up a teaching, Osiris and the Egyptian resurrection. Look it up. That's what it means. So Osiris was represented the God of the dead, the God of the resurrection. So the God of the dead, what else did Kayan do? Start charging people to bury their dead, to show you this Hyksos, this Aryan, this Raikayan, who's Abraham in the Bible, who's supposed to be the king of the universe, to try to take Osiris's place. That's why he started out with vegetation. It didn't work. Then he started trying to charge people to bury their dead. And then he supposed to get some type of validity from the God of the dead or the God of the resurrection, which is Osiris, which is the God of the blacks. To add insult to injury, Abram becomes Abraham. Listen, because he was Lord over the blacks. But Osiris was and is the king of the blacks. If y'all don't know that, you need to do some studying. Listen. And I can prove that black folks hate themselves. How can I prove that? Because Jesus is a white Caucasian. Every person in the Bible have been Europeanized or outright made up. Osiris is the beginning of Egypt. Osiris is the beginning of Egypt's religion. And black folks hate it that they don't even acknowledge him. They don't even acknowledge Osiris. How you know that? Because the actual Bible that they read that's been Europeanized by these Neanderthals, these Caucasoids, these troglodytes, tells you. Is it not written in the book of Jasher? And then they'll go read the book of Jasher and pick out everything in the book of Jasher they want to read and go right past the book of Jasher speaking about Osiris. Well, who is Osiris? Osiris is the beginning of black spirituality in Africa. If you don't know that, look it up. Look up a teaching I got on my page called Osiris and the Egyptian Resurrection. Here we go. Now let me show you something about this Abraham, or let me show you something about this Abraham, or this Kayan. This Kayan, right? Kayan, Abraham. Listen. They show him in the book of Jasher going against Nimrod. If y'all don't understand, Nimrod was a son of Ham. Nimrod was a son of Africa. I ain't saying I agree with what they say about about Nimrod, but let's not forget, Nimrod was a mighty man, an African man, an African king. Let's not forget that. Reading the book of Jasher, they show you how Abraham went against him. Keep in mind, Abraham is a Hyksos, whether y'all know it or not. They show him going against Nimrod. They show him in the book of Jasher being thrown in the fiery furnace. Hold up. Well, in the Bible, they show Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, which is Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, if y'all don't know that, the three Hebrew boys being thrown in the fiery furnace. Well, Abraham was thrown there first. I want you to see something. They showed Abraham in the Bible meeting God face to face. Yeah, you remember, right when the Bible tells you that God came down, was three of them, and they was walking. They went to see Abraham. God sat down, and Abraham fixed something to eat. Look now. I'm going to show y'all that y'all don't know yourselves. They said Abraham seen God face to face in the Bible. And after that, he ate with Abraham. Then he went and destroyed 2 or 3 African cities called Sodom and Gomorrah. Do you notice how this Abraham, this Hyksos, this usurper, this deceptive person who y'all follow, all nations follow him, the king of the universe, Kayan. This white man done made himself king of the universe. And he's Lord over the blacks, done added Han to his name. Han, Han. Kai means king. Han means universe. Han, H-A-N, but it's Ham, Abram, Ham, Lord of the blacks, king of the blacks. How? He's a Hyksos. Now, it shows Abraham in the Bible meeting God face to face, and then God goes and destroys 2 or 3 African cities called Sodom and Gomorrah. They had nothing good to say about Sodom. That's where the word Sodomite come from. Oh, they was just nasty. Africa just evil. Come on, listen, I'm going to show you something. Meeting God face to face. Right. Right before he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, which are African cities, I said that. It also showed Abraham killing more African kings when he rescued his nephew Lot, and he met another king. Listen, he met another king in the Bible. The Bible called him Melchizedek. And he gave this Melchizedek 10% of a tithe And Melchizedek is supposed to be a priest of Salem, a priest of peace, a prince of peace. He's supposed to be a priest of peace, Melchizedek. But it ain't no peace. It ain't no peace involved. So you go to the book of Genesis, Genesis 20, chapter 4, talks about a man named Abimelech. They were like, well, Abimelech is this. Listen. Go to Genesis 20, read verse 4. And Abimelech asked the Most High, he asked God, will you destroy a righteous nation? What nation was that? Abimelech comes from Shechem. Shechem comes from Canaan. Canaan is Africa. So this Abimelech asked God, will you destroy a righteous nation? Abraham was involved with this because he told a lie. Read the stories. I'm showing you how these people, showing you their deceptiveness in the handwriting. They retranslated this like that. Listen. So no matter where this Abraham go or his lineage, it's no peace. It's always lies. It's always deceptiveness. It's always God killing them. Africans. Listen. And Abimelech asked, this is in Genesis, the 20th chapter, the 4th verse. And Abimelech asked the Most High, will you destroy a righteous nation? That nation was Africa. Abimelech means Shechem. Shechem was out of Canaan. Canaan is from Africa. So the father of many nations, this Abraham, this Kayan, is a usurper. According to the book of Jasher, read it. It says Kayan usurped Egypt. Usurp. Abraham. Listen, back to the book of Jasher. It recognizes Kayan or Abraham as being a usurper. It says he usurped Egypt. Now, where did you hear the word usurper before? You heard the word usurper in the Bible when it talked about a man named Jacob. Jacob was the usurper who took his brother's blessing from him. Well, that makes sense because Jacob is out of the lineage of who? Abraham, Kayan. Listen, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. The usurper. Now it makes sense that when you look at the story of Jacob, when his brother was coming to kill him, after he got all the riches, he sent some men first. Then after that, he sent some horses after that. Then after that, he sent some gold after that. Then he sent some women after that. So when you go back to the book of Jasher, I'm showing you that everything in Abraham has already been in the Bible. Listen, because those are his descendants. Now, when you go back in the book of Jasher, when Osiris came out for the first time of the year, and Rikayan, this Hyksos, this Abraham, who's in your Bible, got rich. They said, they went to Osiris and said, why are you charging people to bury the dead? It's never been heard of. Osiris said, who is doing this? And they told him about Rikayan. And then Rikayan began to send horses first. Then after that, he sent money after that. Then he sent slaves after that. The same way Jacob the usurper, because he usurped the same way. He usurped Egypt the same way. Now, this Abraham, this Kayan is a usurper according to the book of Jasher and according to the descendants, his descendants like Jacob. A usurper according to the Bible. This Hyksos, Caucasian, Neanderthal, troglodyte, caveman have no place in history or in biblical context anywhere except for them to be uncovered, exposed, and brought into the light of truth. These folks are wicked, and if there is a Satan or a Set or a devil, then these people got to be it. Only click on this channel and subscribe when you want to actually learn. We're here to teach our people, black folks, to open up their eyes. The time is at hand.